A group of 10 musical notes is made into a 10-tone musical phrase consisting of 10 different notes. How many different phrases are possible? Now the main thing you've got to remember about this is that you have 10 things, they happen to be musical notes, and you're going to use all 10 of them because you're going to make a 10-tone musical scale. So you've got 10 things and you're going to line them up in different orders to make a 10-tone musical phrase. And each musical phrase will have 10 notes. So the basic thing here is you've got 10 things, you're going to use them all. And you want to know how many different ways you can line them up essentially. It's a perfect problem for the fundamental counting principle. If we break this up into 10 subtasks, each subtask is choosing a note, then we need to take the product at the end, and that tells us how many ways it can be done. The way I would conceive of this is that you've got 10 notes that are going to fill 10 slots. So you want to find the number of ways that you can choose the first note, the second note, the third note, the fourth note, the fifth note, all the way out to the 10th note. Since there are 10 notes in the beginning, you can choose any of the 10. It's obviously true that there are any of the 10 notes can be chosen first. Now you're not going to reuse them. It says you're going to use all 10 notes. They're all going to be different when you put them in the phrase. So once you've chosen a note for the first note, you can't choose that note again. So that means there are only 9 ways to choose the second note. And then of course 8 ways for the third note, 7 for the second, 6 for the third, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, and finally by the time you get to the 10th position, you have no choice. There's only one way for that last note to be chosen. So by the fundamental counting principle, if you multiply 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which comes out to a total of 3,628,800 ways to accomplish this task.